Hello everyone, I am Carrie Voiles and I am a makeup artist with Seint Beauty. So Seint is formerly known as Mascara Beauty, and we went through this beautiful rebrand and I love it. So check out my apparel, super cute. Check out the back. Super cute. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to make a video kind of showcasing our brushes. That was probably one of the things that as an artist I get asked the most about, besides how to put on the makeup, is which brush do I use and which brush is going to be best for me. And when I first started with this makeup, that was probably one of the most confusing things too. Was, oh my gosh, there's all these brushes, I can't afford to get them all right now. Which brush should I start with? So it is going to be my opinion, but I'm going to go through all of our brushes. So I have them all laid out here beside me, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you some of my favorites. I'm going to show you what I would use them for, how I use them, and hopefully it helps you guys. So I've already done my makeup, but like I said, I'm just gonna kind of show you, hopefully it won't be forever long video, just a nice short, simple video of all of our brushes. So the first brush that I'm gonna showcase, this is probably my favorite. It is the very first brush that I started with, and it is the blush bronzer brush. So all of our brushes, if you're not familiar with them, are all double-ended. And they are made out of, like, I don't even know the material. Like, it is so amazingly soft. Like, I don't even know if you guys can tell. Like, it is like, have you guys ever touched a chinchilla? Like, that's what it reminds me of. Like, so amazingly soft. They are a synthetic material, so no animals were harmed. But just so amazing, so amazing. So you're getting two brushes for the price of one. And I will also tell you the prices of these brushes. So this one is $36. And ladies, if you go to some of the name brand makeup stores out there, I won't say what they are, or if you look at some name brand brushes, you are gonna pay double that. And don't. These brushes are amazing. There are some dupes on Amazon, but they are not the same quality. These are so nice. So this is the blush and bronzer. I use this one to basically put on almost my entire face. I use this one to apply my main highlight shade with, and I also use this to apply my lip color with, or my cheek color, I guess I should say. I don't apply my lipstick on with this one. I apply my cheek color. But I could do my entire makeup with this. I can blend out my contour with this. So amazing. So the blush bronzer brush is probably my #1 brush. A close second, so I use that brush every day. Another brush that I use every day is called our Buff brush. So if you have used prior to Seint and you were using Mascara Beauty, some of these brushes might sound a little bit different. They're gonna hopefully sound a little bit familiar, but with our rebrand, our names are getting more simplified. So this was the Buffy brush, and this is a favorite, but now it's called the Buff. So the Buff brush, hold on, I didn't want to make any mistakes, so I have my computer here, but my computer is acting up. Of course it is. There we go. Okay, so this is our Buff brush, and it is $36. So again, you're getting two brushes. This brush, so going back to our blush bronzer, this is going to give you a very medium to light coverage, whereas the Buff brush is going to provide a very full coverage look, because the bristles, they're still super soft, but they are more densely packed in there, I guess I should say. So here and versus that. I love this brush. I don't apply my main shade all over. I apply my accent shade, my brightening shade. So I kind of go in this little swiping, dabbing motion underneath my eye and make that triangle. So if you are interested and you've never used this makeup, check out some of my other videos, and I kind of go into more of a tutorial and an explanation of all of this stuff that you're hearing. But this brush is amazing at applying underneath my eyes, and that's what I use it most for. So this is probably like my second favorite one. The Buff brush, $36. And I did not start out with all of these brushes. This was my very first brush, and I probably had it for a month. And then I had an amazing party that I hosted, and with that party I was able to get a couple other brushes to my collection, and then I became an artist and got the rest of them. So you do not have to have all of these brushes to get started. I honestly know some women that apply with their fingers and use one brush, or they use our perfector sponge, which is another one of our amazing tools that is a must-have, and I use this baby every single day. So the perfector sponge, and the perfector sponge is only $13, and it is amazing. And I love like making sure everything is blended. This is kind of my last step. So all right, the next brush that I use the most, these are probably my top three. This is the Detail brush. This was also known as the Detail Hack brush. This brush makes contouring so easy. This side is great for applying your contour. So we're gonna want our contour along like the perimeter of our face, and it's going to create so much shape. An amazing little tool. This I love to just apply like a really bright shade. I add it to the corners of my eyes, and that just really helps waken up my face. And I'll kind of show you that because I think I forgot to do that today. Let me see. Bear with me here as I get my triple decker. So I'm just going to use this end and just very lightly go in with Moonlit. So Moonlit is not my shade that I would normally use as my accent shade, but being able to add just a little bit in the corners, I love. I also love using this like right here on the tip of my nose, or the bridge of my nose, not the tip, just to really make that contour stand out. So this is a must brush in my opinion. So amazing, and again makes contouring like a dream. Okay, these are my top three. Okay, and the Detail is, most of our brushes are like $35 or $36. The Detail is $36. And an investment too, guys. These brushes, as long as you take care of them, will last you a very long time. All right, my next brush in my lineup, this is my favorite brush for summer. I am a fan of a very light coverage, especially in the summer when we're outside and things like that. This is the Blend brush, and it's so amazing. This is going to be our lightest coverage brush, and you just I kind of dab on my color, my main highlight, and then I just kind of very softly buffed this in my skin. And I still use this from time to time on just some of those days where I'm like, you know what, I want a little bit of makeup, but I don't want a ton. It's still gonna give me a ton of coverage. It's still gonna cover up my redness that I have, just very lightly. I love this brush. This is the brush that I keep with me at all times. I have our clutch, so it has a compact in there, and it has a little place where you can store brushes, and this brush goes along with me. It's a little bit smaller in size from our blush and bronzer, so it fits in there perfectly. So this one's gonna give you that medium coverage. This one's gonna give you a light coverage. This is great. I love actually applying an illuminator or my cheek color with this brush now. Okay, the next brush that I am going to showcase is our Power. Used to be called Power Powder Brush, which is kind of a tongue twister. Now it's just called our Powder Brush, and this is going to be great for adding our setting powder called Vanilla Dust. And so you can use either end. I like to apply it with that end, and it just taps in there, and you just tap it wherever you want some extra setting power, or where you don't want to kind of be glowy. I'm not greasy, I'm not oily. It is the glow from this makeup because it's so hydrating and so nurturing for your skin. But sometimes I don't want to be kind of glowy in some of my areas. So I take this brush and I just kind of stipple this in to those spots. And if you don't have our vanilla setting powder, you can also use this brush with any translucent setting powder that you love. So there we go. The powder brush. It is great to have for those days where I want to lessen my glow. $36. And it works perfect with our setting powder and is actually a little bundle deal just because they go perfectly together. This brush also is in a bundle with our Bella bronzer. Super amazing. I just don't use a lot of bronzer, but this is a great brush for applying your bronzer with. Okay, so there we go. Our next brush is kind of our original. It was one of the starter brushes with our company years ago, and it is called the 3D brush. Used to be called the hack brush. Okay, so it has got this nice pointed end. These brushes bristles are a little bit more stiff, but they have a purpose. This end is very soft, and this is kind of going to give you that medium coverage. I love using this end for my cheek color. This brush, this end is really good for going in, and you don't want to treat it as a paintbrush. You don't want to swipe into your colors. You just want to very gently kind of use this to tap. But I do like it when I use it because it gets up in there, because how it is pointed at the end, it is perfect for helping you apply that accent shade right underneath your eyes. So this brush or this brush, these are the two best brushes to start with. So our 3D brush is $35, or this brush, the blush bronzer, is $36. So out of these two, if you are looking at a good starter brush, one of these two will do you, okay? All right, our next brushes, okay? And again, you do not need all of these brushes to get started with this makeup. Okay, which one? I'm gonna showcase this brush. This brush I use every day. I actually have two of them just because I love them so much. It is our eyeshadow brush. It is super soft, makes blending our eyeshadows so dreamy, so easy, and it's so soft. I don't think I mentioned that before, but I have very sensitive skin. I get red really easily. I'm a little bit more pink just because it's kind of warm today here in Missouri, and I'm a little hot in here, so I get red. Anyways, so before in the past, I've used different makeup brushes and I've had to throw them away basically because they have irritated my skin. They are not soft enough and I just couldn't use them. I have no problems with any of our brushes. Even this brush, which is a little bit more coarse of fibers, this doesn't bother my skin. So it is super important to me to have something that's very soft on my skin, especially your eyelids. This brush is amazing. So it's got this nice fluffy end that makes blending just easy breezy. And this brush, this end is great for kind of applying color to your bottom lid, or if you want like a really smoky line, this end is perfect for that, or like a more precise application. Sometimes I add like my brightening shade kind of underneath my brow bone, but this brush is only $18. Like, come on, you need it. 2 ends, 2 brushes for one, all of our brushes. You need this. The next brush that I love to use on my eyes is our Smudge Brush. So it's got these 2 ends as well, and I love, because again, I just love a smoky look. I love that outer corner just to kind of be a little bit more smoked out, and so I will dip into our eyeshadow, kind of a darker shade, and I will just kind of dot that, blot that on that outer kind of V corner. And it's just, I mean, it's so easy. And then I can even kind of blend with this brush. That's not necessarily how it was designed, but you can kind of do some little strokes and things like that. But it is great for a more precise application. So Smudge Brush, $24, ladies, $24, okay? All right, the next brush. This brush I do use every single day as well. It is our, sorry, I'm looking to make sure. It is our line brush. It is going to make doing your eyebrows a dream. It has got this nice little spoolie end, and it's got this nice kind of, I can't think of words today, diagonal, slanted, there we go. And that makes applying either our contour shades or our eyeshadow, whichever you prefer, to fill in your eyebrows. And actually the only thing on my eyebrows that I use today is another one of our new products, our gorgeous compacts that say Seint, so S-T, it's gonna be short, but it says it on the back. And this is our Eyebrow Wax. So it is clear, it doesn't look like anything's even in there, but you take this, you get it wet, and then you can just kind of feather up your eyebrows. And so I just have this on my eyebrows today. I didn't even apply any color, but there we go. Super amazing tool. The line brush, $22. All right, and then last but not least, this is our Multitasker brush. This end is great for applying any lip color. This end is really great if you want to line your lips, or what I've used this side for more is for doing our eyeshadow. Not our eyeshadow, our eyeliner. So our Black Friday eyeliner. This works perfect for that. Something else that I love to use this end, and I use it more than lipstick, is I love to line the very tip of my bridge of my nose with a really light shade, just to make that contour of my nose look that much more precise. So that is our Multitasker brush, and she is $22. And our Perfector sponge, and again, $13. You get it wet, it fluffs up to like double the size, and it is perfect for helping blend out your makeup, and you need it. Just make sure that you replace about every month or so with this. Last but not least, it is not a brush, but it is our brush cleaner, formerly known as Houdini, so I still have the older version, but this stuff is so amazing. Everybody that has it loves it, and I really need to clean my brushes today, so you're gonna see a dirty brush. Excuse me, but this is my buff brush, and I'm gonna show you how to use this. It is super easy. It smells heavenly, and it dries instantly. So I can clean my brushes and then immediately do my makeup. So I'm gonna take it and shake it, and I'm going to do a couple sprays on to my brush. And I'm gonna take this microfiber cloth, and I am just gonna very gently, okay, I'm not even being that gentle, but I'm going back and forth until I don't see any more makeup come off my brush. And so I have used other makeup brush cleaners in the past that have dried instantly, but it smelled awful. Like, it smelled like gasoline, and I could use my brushes immediately afterwards, but the smell, like, it made me sick. This makes me want to go bake. It smells like cupcakes. And those ladies that have tried this, you're gonna be like, oh yes, it does. Okay, so ew, it's kind of embarrassing, but it happens. Okay, that brush is now white at the tip. It is clean. I could also spray, whoops, not spray my phone. I could also spray that, and this is gonna be the other end of my brush. So you can either spray directly on your brush or onto a paper towel or a cloth of some kind. And you just go back and forth until your brush is clean. And then I can apply it right on my face, and I'm not gonna be afraid of any cleaner getting on my face or anything, because it's gonna dry instantly. So there we go. A nice clean brush. I'm going to get off of here, and I'm gonna clean the rest of my brushes because it's long overdue. And Seint Beauty, it's an amazing, amazing product. I'm so blessed by it. And if you found this helpful, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm trying. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I am a mom of 3 children. I am a teacher of 5th graders. I am a wife, and I'm an artist because I love helping women. I love seeing women go from shy and insecure and feeling ugly, which is sad, to sending me selfies and feeling gorgeous. It is the best feeling in the world. So be kind. I don't have all the fun, cute graphics and stuff like that that other YouTubers have, because I got a lot going on. So I hope that you guys have found this video helpful. If you have any other ideas for videos that you think would help you, let me know. In my bio, I will have a link to get color matched. Color matching is free, and it's how you can get started with Seint Beauty. And it will also send you some links to my Facebook group called Inspired Beauty. And I would love for you to join us there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, and it's gonna smell like I'm baking cupcakes in my bedroom, but I'm really not. I'm gonna be cleaning these brushes. So I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day. Bye, everyone.